Now, look, when it comes to guests on this show, it's been a disaster. One's worse than the next. But finally, for once in my life, my prayers have been answered. I always say to myself, just bring me someone who's talented, who has a fantastic personality and insights galore, who's prolific, who's charming. Could sell snow to, I don't know what to say. What was it? I don't know. Just bring me a good guest. And my prayers have been answered because we have in the studio now Open Mike Eagles here. How are you doing?
I'm so nervous now.
No, that
was too many superlatives.
Well, you're that superlative.
Nobody can sit here and take all of that in and then produce.
You're just going to have to take the compliments.
Sheesh.
So, what should I call you, Mike?
Yes.
Let's call you Mike, not OME.
You can if you'd like.
No, I'll call you Mike. This is the third time you've been here. It's amazing. True. You came during one thing where it was a surprise. People were surprising me with guests. Our friend Max invited you as the surprise guest, was great. And then last year, you came with your super group, Previous Industries.
Rap outfit, yep.
One of, if not the best performance we've ever had come through here.
It gave me chills.
It was amazing. It was so great. And what a great album last year. And you had the album, you had the EP came out a few months ago.
We did.
And what's the name of the EP again?
Oh, fuck. I forgot the name of it. I know that our group is called Previous Industries. I know the first album is called Service Merchandise.
Yeah, it's on Merge Records. Go look it up.
Records.
You will be very happy with it. And but now
Evergreen Plaza.
Oh
my God. I was gonna feel so bad.
You can't even remember the name of your own record. That means you've done so much where you're like,
yes, and I'm focused on my next little output.
Of course.
That's occupying all of my mind.
And see, I understand that completely. I forget. Once it happened,
right?
It happened.
It's done.
It's like it's there. I could go back and check it out, but especially with these shows. Like how many shows a week do you do on streaming?
Oh gosh, I only do 3 a week.
Yeah,
but it feels like a lot.
It's a lot, but it is a lot.
Yeah,
3 because you do shows where you kind of you talk through things and you like certain things in terms of music and culture, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And where can people can get? I watch stuff on YouTube. Watch you do it. Is that where it primarily streams?
I put clips on YouTube.
Okay,
and then I make separate YouTube videos that I write scripts for and talking to a camera.
Mm-hmm.
But I live stream on Twitch.
Yes, you live stream on Twitch. I end up watching the longer ones and the shorter bursts on YouTube.
Okay,
like my algorithm sends me Open Mike Eagle.
Oh, that's wonderful.
What's his face?
I don't know who that is.
Bald glasses.
That is so many
Anthony
people.
Fantano,
the melon.
He's always mad about, like he has all these like videos now. They're like, hey Anthony, give me 3 what's 3 indie rock albums that are good? And he's like, never mind. Like, okay. You're like, okay. No, I enjoy his stuff. Even if I disagree with him. He seems like a nice enough sort.
He's a wonderful person.
Yeah. He seems like he's on the right side of things. He's trying to get the word out about music that he truly loves.
This is true. He does. Yeah. He does the Lord's work. He does a great service in the world.
And he actually has a pretty what would you call it? Catholic tastes, that a wide range.
I don't know what a Catholic taste is.
But I just mean in terms of like a wide ranging, like people say a Catholic education. It means
okay.
Like a complete.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, yeah. I've never heard that phrase before.
Look, it's probably the only thing I'm ever going to say that you didn't know.
Possibly.
Right? Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff I don't know.
Well, there's a lot I don't know. No, I enjoy watching his stuff, even if sometimes I'm just like, I don't like numbers on music. Like that's always the tricky part.
And there's a lot of people that talk about that stuff on YouTube is chart positions and first week sales and things.
That stuff. The record ratings with numbers is bad enough, But when people focus on the most boring part of art is the commerce part of it. Like, you have the ability to just focus on the magical part, which is the actual art, but then to be just like, oh, this album only sold this, and blah, blah, or this movie tanked because of that. It's like, look, that stuff is interesting to a degree, but the best part is the stuff.
I think it's worse than boring. I think it's oppressive to talk about those sorts of things.
Well, what it does, and you tell me how you feel, but I feel what that can do is it creates a road you can go down to where suddenly the idea of content becomes like art is mislabeled as content. And that invites that mislabeling.
This is true, but then as an artist who typically has art products out in the same world that people are discussing, what it is a road to, for me, is a road to making me feel bad about myself, and I do not like that either.
No, I don't like seeing some of the numbers associated with the things I do. Right. And then, look, I'll say this. Actually, I'm fine with the numbers I see associated with the things I do until I see a number associated with somebody else.
Yeah, no.
And then I'm just like, oh, you are lapping me on the track.
What is that movie with the music, Frank, with the big mascot head?
Oh, yeah, the Frank Sidebottom.
Gosh, there's a line in that movie that I felt like gets at the heart of what it means to be a creative these days. He's all happy because, like, one of his video clips has, like, 17,000 views or something. He didn't even try. And they're meeting with some music professional, and he's like, yeah, it's got 17,000 views. She's like, oh, that's like a good start. And he's like, oh. You can see him deflate even through the mascot head. You can see all of the air leave his body.
I didn't realize I was just starting with that. Yeah, no, it's it is such a struggle in certain ways because it feels like just like the middle class in life. The middle class in the world of creativity is being rubbed out.
It might just be me and you. I don't know. You actually might be a higher class than me. So it might just
trust
be.
Me, we're
We
neighbors.
might be the last two. It might just be us.
Two guys getting older.
If something happens to us,
still
that's
hanging in there. Yeah. No, it is interesting because it really, you know what I mean? It is it's amazing how fast now accelerates that people can just like skyrocket. Like you look at like a year ago, did anybody know who Tate McRae was?
I still don't know who Tate McRae is.
Tate McRae is gigantic.
Okay.
Like Tate McRae it's like under 6 months. I mean, look, I'm sure Tate McRae, she's been working her whole life to get to this moment. So I'm not saying she did not earn this. You watch videos, she's a 10-year-old doing dance routes. Like she's been grinding it out for, most of her life to get to this point. So she's earned what she's got. I'm just saying the opportunity to rocket to the top, it seems like it's quicker than ever.
Well, the industry, they've gotten really good at focusing the industry rays on a person and aligning the stars so that, people can move through the machine real fast once they've gotten that opportunity.
Yeah. But you kind of get this thing, like the whole industry plant concept is like it's just like, look, I'm sure there are people who are just kind of like pushed through the side door on something and everything's been set up for them and then it's up to them to keep it going, but they can get the pop off of that first shove that they got from other people. And then again, somebody like, oh, Sabrina Carpenter, where'd she come from? She's gigantic. And then you're just like, well, she's been a child actor. She's been working since she was 5 to get to this point. So she's where she's supposed to be. She's earned it. Like who is like an industry plant then?
I don't think it exists.
See, that's what I was wondering if there's anybody you think, because everybody has to work at this stuff.
I think where things are now, this isn't like the past. Like in the 80s, you could kind of like package somebody. You could do you could do Milli Vanilli.
Yes.
You could pick some people in an audition and give them a song, and they don't have to learn to sing it, and they can just learn the dance moves for the video and take a bunch of good pictures and pose for magazines, and then a successful career could happen. Now you have to be accessible on so many fronts.
Yeah.
That if you are not talented at the thing that you're being promoted for, everyone will know it very quickly.
Yeah, that is one of the things, that blowback is like, it's like days before it rolls in.
There are R&B singers right now, if they hit a bad note at the concert, then they're viral for that week for not being able to sing.
As if they are talentless. Right. Because they had a bad night or a bad moment.
Maybe they had to burp a little bit. Yeah. You don't know. But meanwhile, people since the beginning of time up until now they've not been judged by that. Exactly. Yeah. There haven't been as many judgment points. And now, like, it's impossible to manufacture a person who can not only look great, sing great, dance great, have a wonderful personality all the time on the constant stream of social media that you must make to be a popular artist these days. It's impossible.
And it's also, there's people just like, it's like they got the knives out and they're just waiting. Where's the slip up? Where's the thing? It just be like, like, oh, they were kind of crabby on that one thing. Like the idea, like, oh yeah, the Chapel Roan she seemed mad at that thing. Like, I hate her now. Right. Like, she's awful. It's just like, could you imagine dropping Frank Sinatra into this culture?
He would stab someone on day one.
He would be gone. He would never have gotten. I mean, some of everybody's favorite people would be chewed up by this yardstick,
and they would end up in jail.
Yeah.
Like Michael Jordan would have punched somebody in the face.
Well, that video, Michael Jordan punching out Steve Kerr or Kwame Brown, would have been, somebody would have filmed it and everybody would have seen. It's just like, oh, he sucker punched this guy. Just like the Draymond Green laying out Jordan Poole. It's like the Michael Jordan one, it's just like, oh, well, the mythology built up. It's like, that's how much he cares. He's such a winner. He just wants to win so much. Like, we like allowed, like, that stuff has been allowed. The idea, like, you just don't understand how much he wants to win. Wow. It's like, well, he punched a guy. Like, everybody playing wants to win.
Let LeBron think about punching someone.
Oh, he'd be. Everybody can say anything they think. If you think LeBron James is overrated or whatever, this guy pulled off a career for 20 plus years where he has really, the only misstep he had was tactlessly going to a different team.
Yeah, he did it in an unprecedentedly garish way.
That still raised money for it was for a charity.
Wow.
That event. He was like for the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. Like that, the decision announcement was like on camera for charity. So even in his worst moment, somebody, like, kids benefited from that.
He's also like 2 years younger than me and a starting small forward in the NBA, which is pretty incredible. I think that's pretty incredible.
It's nuts. Yeah. It is interesting. Like, so many of these people would get, like, if the Beastie Boys came out now, they would not be the Beastie Boys.
You couldn't have the Beastie Boys now.
No, because like they were allowed to kind of like figure their business out in front of people.
I kind of still don't all the way under. Like, I love the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Still, when I think about how that happened, I don't understand.
It's a weird.
Don't understand.
It's like a magic trick. It's almost like it's like watch this, and then over here it was where the switcheroo took place.
My goodness, 3 young whites managed to become one of the early biggest groups in rap and stayed that way for a long time, and then jumped to different genres and rapped the whole time and played instruments, and the 2 surviving members, I would assume, are still very financially well off.
I think they're good to go at this point. Yeah.
I think that's amazing.
But if it was now, they would have been just like, these guys are, because look, appropriation is a real thing, obviously, and you just get to the point where it's just like the line between respectful influence and appropriation. It's a thin line between those two, and if like I'm sure if you put their whole thing under a microscope, you're like, yeah, you guys did bounce back and forth across that line between tribute and appropriation. Yeah, but it's like, was it better then though? Really?
I think I'm stuck on this as we're even speaking about it right now. Has there even been another 3 white man rap group in the history of the world since then? Has it ever even happened again?
Let's think. How was Young Black Teenagers? What made that group
that's
up?
Hilarious.
Right?
I think those were 3 white
I think so.
kids with the name Young Black Teenagers, which is
like Chuck D named them.
Chuck D named them.
And Bomb Squad, that's one of the production on that record is bonkers.
Can't say I've heard it.
Yeah,
I do remember the single "Tap the Bottle and Twist the Cap." I do remember that.
That was that point where the Bomb Squad, with like Son of Berserk and all these groups, like they were just locked in. Yeah, Hank Shockley. And I wonder if it is better now. You know what is better now is your new album.
Oh,
see, this is how we do it.
That was like a boxing match, and you hit me with the body blows, and that was a knockout punch.
No, your new album is Neighborhood Gods Unlimited.
That is the name of it.
And I listened to it. I listened to the one song that was out. That's on streamers now.
Contraband.
Yeah, that's up there. But I listened to the whole thing today. It's great.
Oh, thank you.
It's really great.
You're one of the few people who have heard it ahead of time.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, I'm very flattered. It's just like the when does it come out?
Oh, it comes out next Friday.
Okay. So next Friday, and then you're hitting the road right away.
I'm actually starting on July 9th, a couple days before the album.
Okay.
Is the LA show here at the Echo.
Okay.
Which should be an informal album release listening.
Well, that's cool.
Thing.
Yeah. It can you catch people up on the concept behind this one?
Okay. I've come to realize it's a little unexpected, a little unorthodox as a concept. So the story of this album is that I've developed a bunch of different television shows here in LA. Some of them sold, some of them haven't, whatever. But like I have this one concept. It's called dark comedy television.
Okay.
And it's sort of like SCTV. Mm-hmm. It's like a network with shows in the network kind of thing. But the thing about this network is that they could only afford to be on the air for like 30 minutes for the week. So they got to get all the shows in real fast. Anyway, one of the shows is Neighborhood Gods Unlimited. And it's like an episodic version, it's like a absurd, surrealist drama about trauma. And I didn't mean for that to rhyme.
Well, look, you can't turn it off.
I can't. It's me. I rhyme in my sleep.
You can't stop. So you get this idea because you've been pitching things. You're building, like there's world building that goes into pitching things, and this is world building you're talking about.
It is.
So this is a way to use a different medium to kind of execute the kind of stories you would tell in a script.
And this is a particular story that I wanted to tell. It's like a story about me, but it's abstracted. It's a trauma story, and it has surreal and absurdist elements in it because my experiences with trauma have informed that.
Sure. Yeah. Can you go into what when you say trauma?
Oh, not specifically, but there's a shattering sound that happens on the album a lot, and that's what it's meant to represent.
Okay. Look, a lot of us got it.
I know.
I'll give you my book. You can find all about my nightmares. It's a really great album. And look, first of all, you are world building. I want to say congratulations on being the first album of any genre to name check H. John Benjamin. you actually got that in. I gasped when I heard that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a H. John Benjamin I was using as a, and his voice is deep.
Yeah, it's the
and
best.
so I was referring to the bass in the song as being set to H. John Benjamin.
Yeah. It's so funny. Yeah, John was always on this show when I was in New Jersey on WFMU. John would come by and do stuff all the time. And he came by actually out here when he was doing his jazz album.
Oh yes,
which is insane. He kept playing the same song over and over in the studio. It was really funny.
Oh, that's great.
So when do you pick up on when does the album reveal itself in terms of the sound of the album? Like,
well, when you say sound, do you mean like the music?
yeah, sure. Like you just if you want to talk about the just building the beats and everything.
Okay.
Like, because there's a consistency to it. It's not just a collection of songs.
Right.
It's a consistent vibe on this album.
True. And I think I was just searching for pieces of music that felt emotional. That unlocked particular sorts of emotions in me, but also felt groovy enough to be standalone songs, and that's not always easy to find in the hip hop space.
No, and it's also there is like an ethereal quality to a lot of it, where it's like you're kind of riding waves with it. It's not just it's not just like boom bap.
Right,
hip hop. You're
there's a lot
you're
of
riding
melody,
the music 100%. With this, and it's almost like who's dictating who's in charge here. It's like when you have like the beat, it's just like that big beat that's driving the bus for things, and you can't like shape like you're at the mercy of what that is. Yeah, that is.
I have decided that I don't want to fight beats. I don't want to fight them. If beat's strong, I'll just go with it.
Sure, that's great.
I'll let the beat ask me where it's trying to go. Maybe we want to get to the same place.
Maybe not.
We don't got to fight about it.
No, you're on the same team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I'm tired of this bus, I can get off of it. It's okay.
There'll be another bus in 3 minutes. It's
in most cities, yes.
Yeah. It's really no, the album's great. I wanted to yeah, and what would you say the state of beat making in 2025 is? What does that look like?
That's so interesting. I think that we are re-entering the wild, wild west. I feel like there was a time where sampling was shied away from because the industry had gotten so litigious.
Yes.
That you didn't want to sniff something. It sounded like it was sampling somebody.
No,
because the
like,
lawyers would come out.
Yeah, I mean the low point is the whole blurred lines thing, where it's kind of like,
gosh.
It invoked Marvin Gaye,
right?
Where you're just like, you can vote. Where everybody. If you can sue because you remind someone of someone else that came before them, it's like everybo's in trouble.
That was a rough one.
Yeah,
and I think that there's just so much music now, and so little money being made from most music compared to how things used to be. That I think the level of lawyer activity sort of tapered off a little bit, and I feel like hip hop is getting a little bit back to a place where you can be a little freer with chopping stuff up and not being afraid, which is great because I think for a while everything was getting so synthesizer based that there was just a sort of similarity to everything, and I feel like hip hop really shines when people feel licensed to use the sounds they want to use.
Yeah, I would agree. That's like whenever I would find myself checking out of hip hop, it would be when that era kind of started, like the heavy synth, because it got very samey very quickly. Yeah, and it also is like. There's also just that quality where you could feel somebody recording something. You could feel the room that they were, like the limitations that they were recording within. Like music like that we grew up on, it's like it felt like it was like infinite where they recorded the thing. But now it's just like we know the technology, and you can kind of feel it's like, yeah, this is a guy at a desk is knocking this thing out. And he's kind of, which starts to impact the energy
100%.
Too, because
100%.
now it's just like, well, if you're doing it at home, you're going to pull your punch. You don't want to wake, you don't want to wake anybody up.
You got the
You don't
neighbors
want to
to
get your
consider.
dog barking because you're making too much noise. It's like, but it's amazing. It is like this trickle down thing where suddenly like that stuff enters, but it does feel like there's a return to something that's like a hybrid of how it used to be.
Especially in, what I would call like the underground, like alt spaces. I really feel like producers are just going for it in ways that just feel really inspiring.
Yeah. Yeah. And who was the producer on this?
Oh, there's so many. That's the thing.
Okay.
But Kenny Siegel is big on there. Child Actor does a bunch on there. This dude K Knight does a bunch on there. I Alive. But like you said, I do feel like I was reaching for things in a similar vein. So even though they come from different producers, there's a certain cohesion in how the thing feels.
Yeah. Well, you're the cohesion for this. You're the constant.
I am the chooser.
Someone has to be the sun.
The buck
that
stops
everybody
with me.
orbits around. Yes.